Think you know the 2000s? Prove it by acing this ultimate Y2K Nostalgia quiz. What was the name of the popular instant messaging platform released by AOL in May 1997 that defined early internet communication? The Y2K bug caused widespread panic leading up to the year 2000 because older computer systems stored years using how many digits? Which miniature digital audio player, released by Tiger Electronics in 2000, played 60-second mono clips of teen pop hits? Founded by Sean Fanning and Sean Parker in 1999, what pioneering peer-to-peer file-sharing service was sued by Metallica and shut down in 2001? What was the memorable slogan for the popular late 90s MP3 media player Winamp? Which Pokemon game, released for the Game Boy Color in 1999, Japan, and 2000, North America, introduced a real-time day-night cycle? What was the name of the unique gibberish language spoken by the electronic robotic toy Furby when it was first turned on? Released in September 1999, what highly successful skateboarding video game featured a soundtrack with punk rock bands like Dead Kennedys and Primus? The original Tamagotchi, released by Bandai in 1996, featured how many buttons for users to interact with their digital pet? Released in late 1998 in Japan and 99 worldwide, the Sega Dreamcast was the first video game console to include what built-in feature? Which denim brand became infamous in the late 90s and early 2000s for their extremely wide leg pants, some featuring 50-inch leg openings? Who was the original host of MTV's Total Request Live, TRL, when it officially premiered in September 1998? At its absolute peak in 2004, approximately how many Blockbuster video stores were operating worldwide? What 90s and early 2000s men's hair trend involved bleaching just the ends of short, spiked hair, famously worn by Justin Timberlake? Which nearly indestructible mobile phone, released in 2000, became famous for its long battery life and the pre-installed game Snake 2? The original 1996 version of the electronic audio game Bop It featured which three commands? What 90s outdoor toy was looped around the ankle and featured a plastic ball with a built-in counter that tallied the number of rotations? What killer feature helped the PlayStation 2 become the best-selling console of all time by allowing it to double as a home entertainment center? The 90s playground craze of Pogs originated in Hawaii and evolved from what traditional Japanese game? Who was the co-founder of MySpace, whose smiling profile photo automatically became the first friend of every new user on the platform? What was the name of the popular conversational AI chatbot that millions of teenagers added to their AIM buddy lists in the early 2000s? The original iMac G3, unveiled by Steve Jobs in 1998, featured a translucent, egg-shaped shell in what iconic debut color? Britney Spears' massive 1998 debut single, Baby One More Time, was originally written by Max Martin for which R&B girl group, who rejected it. The 1999 sci-fi film The Matrix popularized what visual effect, which allowed action to progress in slow motion while the camera moved at normal speed? The very first Apple iPod, released in October 2001, featured 5 GB of storage and what type of navigation interface? What peer-to-peer file sharing client, released in 2000 by Mark Gorton, became infamous for pirated music and accidentally downloading computer viruses? When the Nintendo Game Boy Advance launched in 2001, which of these was one of its original iconic translucent color options? The high-energy soundtrack for the 1999 arcade and Dreamcast game Crazy Taxi prominently featured music by which punk rock band? Invented by Roger Adams and launched in 2000, what brand of footwear featured a removable wheel embedded in the sole of the heel? What was the mocking nickname given to the Nokia N-Gage, a 2003 cell phone and gaming console hybrid, due to the awkward way users had to hold it to make calls? The Sony PlayStation Portable, PSP, which competed with the Nintendo DS in the handheld market, was first released in Japan in what year? Who was the voice actor that recorded the iconic "You've Got Mail" greeting for America Online, AOL, on a cassette tape in 1989? The Baha Men won a Grammy for Best Dance Recording for their inescapable 2000 hit song, Who Let the Blank Out? Which highly dramatic MySpace feature allowed users to publicly rank their closest friends on their profile page? What was the official slogan for the Bratz doll franchise when it was introduced by MGA Entertainment in 2001? While hit clips were sold in retail stores, Tiger Electronics partnered with which fast food chain for a promotional tie-in during the product's launch in 2000? MTV's Total Request Live, TRL, broadcasted live on weekday afternoons from a glass-walled studio located in what famous area? In 2002, Mattel launched which fashion doll line, featuring characters like Madison and Chelsea, specifically to compete with the rising popularity of Bratz? The battling spinning top toys known as Beyblades were first released in Japan in 1999 by which toy company? Over 40 million units of the original electronic owl-like toy Furby were sold during its first 3 years of production, which began in what year?